Hey everyone! Now that the days are getting warmer, I am back with another City Notes, this time featuring most of the locations from the Materialists. The Materialist was filmed primarily in Lower Manhattan, and because it was released in 2025, many of the locations are still around. Just two things to note: because this movie revolves around a wealthy character, many of the dining locations are a bit out of my price range. However, they will still be named in this video for your convenience. Secondly, there will be some spoilers as I go through all the locations, so just keep that in mind. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's get started. Starting in the East Village, we see Lucy walking past the Cooper Union Foundation building. This is where she recruits another client right in front of the Cooper Triangle along 3rd Avenue on her way to work. The Cooper Union Foundation building is part of the Cooper Union College, an independent higher education institution for arts and sciences. It was one of the last to offer free tuition up until 2014. Through the use of movie magic, we next see Lucy in the West Village at the intersection of Grove and Christopher Street, along Christopher Square Park. Christopher Square Park is a historic site of the Stonewall riots. Though it's not featured in the movie, we do come back to this area a lot. The first dining place featured in this movie is Joseph Leonard, where Lucy meets her client Sophie. It is located on the corner of Waverly Place and Grove Street. This is an American bistro cuisine restaurant. The price ranges from $30 to $50 per person. Next, the Adore headquarters facade where Lucy works is actually the 107 Grand Street building located in Soho. This building dates back to the early 19th century when Soho was more industrial than it is now. Moving up to Midtown East, where Harry first encounters Lucy, and that is at the Villard Bar and Restaurant at the Lot New York Palace. This is a very popular spot for many movies and films, including Gossip Girl and 27 Dresses. The Villard is named after the historic Villard townhouses that once occupied this space before being converted to a hotel and restaurant. You do need a reservation to enter the Villard, and the price ranges from $50 to $100. Staying in Midtown East, the wedding scene of Lucy's former client takes place at the St. Bartholomew's Church located on 325 Park Avenue. This church was established in 1917 and it is a landmarked building. It is also an active church, so please check hours of operation before visiting. There's just something really beautiful about this church, especially the outside architecture. There is one flashback scene where John and Lucy get into an argument on their 5-year anniversary. This takes place on 50th Street between Broadway and 7th Avenue in Times Square. You can see one of the last remaining Applebee's in Manhattan in the background. As Lucy progresses through the movie, we see her meet a set of high-demanding male clients. This takes place at Dante NYC, located on 7981 McDougal Street. This is an Italian restaurant in the West Village where the price ranges from $50 to about $100 per person. Now, it is around this point that Harry and Lucy go on a series of dates. As promised, I will provide the location and the price ranges for each. The location of Lucy and Harry's first date is at Altro Paradiso, located on 234 Spring Street. This is a traditional Italian restaurant where the price ranges between $50 to $100 per person. The second date, and please excuse my pronunciation, is at La Vea, located on 412 Greenwich Street in Tribeca. The price here is about $100 or more a person. The next date spot is Sushi Ichimura, a Japanese restaurant also located in Tribeca next door to the French restaurant we were just at. This restaurant did close and it is now Muku, which is also about $100 or more per person. The last Harry and Lucy date spot before they become official is at Nabu downtown, located on 195th Broadway in the financial district. This is a Japanese Peruvian restaurant where it is about $100 per person. What is really cool about this location is that it is located inside a historic building that is landmarked and dates back to 1912. Moving on to one of the few spots not in Manhattan, John's after party takes place at Birdie's Dive Bar, located on 1215 Myrtle Avenue in Bushwick, Brooklyn. Though I didn't get to go inside, this is an inexpensive bar that serves drinks only. It opened in 2015 but still has that old school dive bar feel to it. The price for a drink ranges between $10 to $20 a person. Lucy needing to talk to Sophie about what happened to her, the two women end up in an intense conversation along Commerce Street in front of Cherry Lane Theater. This is one of the few streets in New York City that is one block and in an L shape. It was originally named Cherry Lane before being renamed in 1812. The last time we see Lucy interact with clients is at Jeffrey's Grocery on 172 Waverly Place in the West Village. This is an upscale American bistro where the price ranges from $30 to $50 per person. It is also where Lucy gets very confrontational with clients and delivers my favorite line, "And you are not a catch because you are not a fish." Continuing close to the end of the movie, John drives Lucy to consult Sophie at her apartment. This takes place in front of 80 Perry Street, also located in the West Village. This is an active apartment building, so please be mindful if visiting. In the last scene of the movie, we see John entering Central Park along Central Park West across from the American Museum of Natural History. Now reconciled, John and Lucy meet under the West 77th Street Stone Arch. This arch is one of 27 arches built in Central Park between 1859 and 1866 when the park was being built. That is it for this episode of City Notes. I hope you enjoyed this video and seeing where parts of the Materialists were filmed in real life. If you're interested in visiting these locations on your own, I have created a map where all these places are in NYC. I have also made a one-page digital zine that features my top 5 favorite places and gives a little bit of NYC history for each. I will put both links in the description box below if you want to check those out. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, friends.